Hey you, Sarah here. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Research Detective. Nervous about your research project? Don't be. After this video, you're going to navigate databases like a boss. Let's jump right in. Click Library and then Library's homepage. Notice I can chat or text the librarian if I get stuck. Let's click the big blue button. And let's choose databases because I want to search databases that are actually related to language. If you hover over the database, it's super helpful because you can exclude totally random articles. So Academic Search Complete is an awesome general database. Maybe communication and mass media. Ebooks are awesome. Education research, ERIC, and maybe psych articles. Sweet. Okay, keywords don't have to be tricky. Think of them as step one in the detective process. They're basically just words about your topic. I'm going to start by keeping it simple and enter language. Here's where we have to do a bit of detective work though, because wow, almost 1 million results. Let's get a little more exclusive by limiting to full text so we can read all the articles we find online, and let's keep it in the 21st century, okay? Awesome. Pretty good, but not great. So I'm trying to decide between two topics, the language of dance or Irish languages. I'm going to run a quick search on both and just see which one interests me more. Awesome. I'm going to scroll down the first page and see if anything kind of jumps out at me. The first one actually looked interesting. Orientation for Communication is in the European Journal for the Philosophy of Communication. Super recent. A lot of really interesting subject terms which are hyperlinked so I can click through. And I think I'm going to actually take a peek at this abstract. Dance is a mode of language that can offer a methodological approach to understanding a lived experience. That sounds intriguing. I'm going to email it to myself, saving time by choosing MLA as a citation format so that it comes already formatted and send. Nice. Going back to the result list, I think I'm going to try out Irish languages and see how it compares. Okay, still really targeted. The first one actually looks really interesting, and this is a ebook. I wouldn't have thought of using Celtic, but now I have 3 dialects, which broadens it. That might be helpful. I'm going to click on the full text and then maybe just kind of take a peek at the table of contents. Interesting. This is great. Definitely going to include that for myself. I'm going to go ahead and email it. Nice. Let's go back to the result list. A lot of really interesting choices here, but this one definitely jumps out. Whose language is it? Struggles for language ownership in an Irish language classroom. Journal of Language, Identity, and Education. That's totally what I was thinking of going towards. And look at these descriptors. Undergraduate students, language acquisition, language minorities. This is great, talking about language acquisition and language choice. The struggles that emerge between native and non-native speakers. I think I might have my topic. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Research Detective. And remember, have a question? Ask away. We live for research.